This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Noise complaints at the amphitheater on the Riverwalk in Bradenton has forced the city to take action. Yesterday, commissioners approved a resolution that makes a big change to the rules. ABC7's Rick Adams is joining us live from the amphitheater with more tonight on this. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, it's become a little too loud here because of all this noise. The city now has decided to quiet things down. The Bradenton Riverwalk Amphitheater is a very popular place for different events throughout the year. It's also become a hot spot for late-night activities such as parties and loud music, which has become a nuisance for some of the residents of the Riversong apartments next to the amphitheater. Jane Berman lives at Riversong in an apartment that faces away from the Riverwalk. Although she typically doesn't hear the noise, she is empathetic towards her neighbors.
I do feel for them if they're that affected by it, but like I said, it doesn't affect my way of living at all.
On Wednesday, Bradenton City Commissioners approved a resolution that shuts down the amphitheater for any unauthorized events from 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. every day, giving police now the authority to ask people to leave who aren't complying with the new rules.
When it got to the point where we had residents calling us a lot and coming to city council meetings, it was obvious that it was something we need to look into.
For Riversong resident Robert Davis, his apartment sits a little further away from the amphitheater. He tells us he is not too sure if this resolution is absolutely necessary.
I hadn't really had much trouble with it, although, like I said earlier, my hearing's not the best in the world, so some of my other neighbors it might have affected more than I.
The city says that locks were recently placed on outlets to help curb the late-night noise. And city officials do tell us that this goes into effect immediately. Reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. Siesta Beach is getting even more attention internationally now. TripAdvisor has ranked the beach as the 5th best beach in the world in its 2017 Traveler's Choice Awards. The rankings are based on a number of reviews and ratings on the travel website over the past year. Siesta is also the only beach in the U.S. to make the list of the world's 25 best beaches. However, with this new rating, the fight to save Siesta sand increases as a legal battle continues over the plan to re-nourish Lido Beach by dredging sand from Big Pass. The organization Save Our Siesta Sand says that could damage the world-class beach.
Sand doesn't stay in one place. It just keeps going. And so if they take sand from here, our protection from storms is reduced, and it could be a major problem.
The Save Our Siesta Sand chairman says another factor in the addition of this sand could pose a threat to the navigation of the channel for larger boats. Now let's head over to Bob, get a check on our forecast, which has been pretty good.
Pretty good beach weather this afternoon, and not so much this morning. There's a lot of clouds around, a little drizzle, but for the most part, still some clouds hanging on, rotating around that area of low pressure now out in the Atlantic. The temperature is still very warm, though, 72 degrees. And the dew point high at 61. Winds are out of the north at 10. The pressure is now finally starting to rise rather significantly over the last several hours, and that was a trend, and we'll see a little bit more sunshine tomorrow as this whole system pulls away from the state and high pressure builds back in. Now, fog could be an issue. We're starting to see some of that already on the satellite imagery. There were a few brief showers around, some of that low cloudiness still hanging on across parts of the Suncoast. Temperatures now into the 60s and 70s across the state. 72 in Sarasota. It's 66 in Miami, though. Cooler there, in Jacksonville at 64. Well, more in the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Haley.
Thank you, Bob. Florida health officials who oversee the medical marijuana program have started processing identification card applications for patients and caregivers. To apply for a card, a patient must be a Florida resident and qualify to receive medical marijuana. Conditions covered are cancer, epilepsy, chronic seizures, and chronic muscle spasms, along with patients with terminal conditions. Amendment 2, which passed last year, expands the conditions to HIV/AIDS, glaucoma, post-traumatic stress disorder, ALS, Crohn's disease, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, and other similar conditions. The department is in the process of updating its website to accept applications electronically. And not just here in Florida, but nationally, the marijuana industry is expected to create more than 250,000 jobs by 2020. A new report from New Frontier Data says that by that time, the cannabis market will create more jobs than expected in manufacturing, utilities, and even the government. Today, the White House says the federal government is going to step up marijuana law enforcement. The legal cannabis market was worth an estimated $7.2 billion in 2016. It is projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 17%. It may soon be illegal for teenagers in Florida to buy cigarettes or other tobacco products. A state senator has filed a bill that would raise the smoking age in Florida from 18 to 21 years old. The bill would amend an existing Florida statute. Although most states in the country currently allow smoking at the age of 18, anti-tobacco activists have been pushing to raise that age to 21. There is some anger and concern tonight in the transgender community after the White House reversed the Obama administration's guidelines for public schools that allowed transgender students to use the bathroom of their choice. The new guidance puts the Trump administration in the center of the debate about transgender rights. That includes whether schools and states can require people using certain facilities, including bathrooms, that correspond to the sex on their birth certificates. Now, people on the Suncoast are voicing how they feel about this decision, some calling it discrimination.
It's modeling to the other students that that's all right to treat their peers, in a discriminatory or violent way.
If a man has the anatomical package of a man, he should use the men's room. That's not discrimination.
Local LGBT community members say they are already planning protests in the coming weeks. The Sarasota Police Department met with the public this morning as part of an ongoing event called Coffee with a Cop. Today, a downtown Sarasota Starbucks hosted law enforcement and community members. The goal is to meet with the public on friendlier terms and create a stronger sense of trust.
We see people or hear from people, hey, I met you at the Coffee with a Cop and I just wanted to ask you a question. So that's what this type of interaction does. And we often hear at these events, I was at the last event and we really enjoyed meeting the officers, getting to know them, and maybe not even talking about specific issues, but just developing that relationship so that if they do need the police in the future, they feel comfortable in calling us.
Chief Bernadette DePino says so far the feedback from these events has been positive. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, a fight between two boys and an off-duty police officer posted online and causing protests. And fatal gunfire at a crowded Kansas bar. What some may say may have been racially motivated actions.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works in contemporary art, in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th at North Straub Park in St. Petersburg. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
It's pretty incredible how warm it's been. When you said it was 87 in Dallas today.
Yeah,
in February.
It's been warm across most of the central U.S., all but St. Louis. It was warmer in Kansas City than it was here yesterday. So yeah, it's been warm. We are looking at warm temperatures too right through the weekend, and in fact right now it's 72 degrees, which is, if you think about it, summer-like. This is typically a temperature that we get during the summer, although the dew points are in the low 60s. They're normally in the low 70s, but so it's not as humid, let's say. But boy, we had quite a bit of clouds around in the morning, then skies cleared and then clouded up again just around sunset, and pretty nice sunset though. Some photos obviously sent in again to pics at mysuncoast.com. Art Conforti getting that picture right there, usually from Siesta Key. Appreciate that. And Heron Creek, Colleen sending this one. The sun was setting on the golf course there. Great course down in Northport. And the North Jetty, Jack Waters, also showing a few clouds around, but a pretty nice sunset it was. And we're known for those here. A beautiful day in the afternoon anyway here as a result of this system finally getting out of here. The low pressure area continues to spin away from us. Now we are anticipating this to continue to shift off to the east. Tomorrow high pressure will build back in, and it'll be a little bit sunnier tomorrow throughout the morning and throughout the afternoon. We've had a few brief showers around, very light rain showers if at all, and those pushing off to the southwest, kind of rotating around that area of low pressure. As far as our current conditions go, all in the low 70s right now. We have some low clouds. Fog could be a significant problem inland areas, but it won't be too widespread to be a problem. It'll burn off rather quickly tomorrow. Sarasota right now at 72 degrees, 72 in Venice, and 71 in Bradenton. Well, as far as the temperature goes, the high today, 80 degrees, 74 is our normal, so well above it. And look at the record, 86 up back in 1962. And we were just a couple degrees above our average low temperature. No rainfall to report today. And as far as the temperatures go currently, well, into the upper 60s to low 70s from Bradenton Country Club, Holmes Beach at 69 degrees, and Laurel Oak at 72, 70 in Northport, Rotunda at 69, the same in Inglewood right now. And had some reports from some people sending in emails for Nokomis Beach. They went out there to do some hula hooping, and unfortunately, the red tide was too bad. We're going to get another full report tomorrow from the FWC, so we'll have that in the evening shows at 5:30 and 6. The forecast calling for upper 70s to near 80 degrees again tomorrow with plenty of sunshine around. That fog, as I said, will be around in the morning, and it could be rather thick in some patchy areas. Well, here's the forecast. Futurecast showing that low pressure area spinning away from the state. Now, this looks rather ominous. Another cold front slicing through the lower Mississippi Valley, but notice there's not a lot to it. In fact, as it reaches us late Saturday evening and Saturday night, falls apart. There may be one or two sprinkles with it, but that would be about it. It will continue to sag southward overnight and eventually fade away. So Sunday looks to be good. Even with that front around, it will just produce a few clouds and no rain anticipated. Well, nationally out west, things have calmed down a bit out there. There's a little clipper system moving through parts of Nebraska and also into Iowa, some snowfall there into Minneapolis and into Wisconsin right now. It's kind of a mixture of rain and snow in the southern portion of Wisconsin, getting rain, northern and central snow. I mentioned California getting a little reprieve right now, but things are not done. I think we're going to continue to see some more storms there next week. 45 in Buffalo, 61 right now in Columbus. It's 35 in Omaha. The cold air still, though, in the central and northern Rockies, where it's 18 now in Denver. They've been flip-flopping back and forth from the 60s to now into the teens there. Atlanta at 64. and 66 in New Orleans, 66 in Miami. As far as the forecast goes for boaters, tomorrow looks good. A little bit more sunshine to start the day off. Northeast winds turn to the northwest at 10 knots. Seas will be right around 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters, and it looks as though we will continue to see pretty good boating weather too on Saturday. Low tide upcoming 6:14 and a high tide at 12:25. The forecast tonight, a little patchy fog, otherwise clearing skies. Tomorrow looks good. Morning fog burns off, mostly sunny conditions. The extended forecast is calling for temperatures to stay warm, Haley, right through all of next week, and just a slight chance for rain on Thursday. We got rained out again. You know, it seems like every Wednesday,
With
Captain
fishing,
Johnny and
yeah.
I, we can't get out. And I only got a certain time slot that I get out there.
Right, yeah, you do have to work.
Other people did catch a lot of fish. Here we go again, Dominic Bauer
He's
from
back.
the circus with his dad there in the cloud. We have also a nice trout on Captain Johnny Walker's boat right there. And Jack Young and Jake Bennett, 42 miles out, catching that big blackfin tuna. And this, JT the Fly Guy, Pompano, a big one on a kayak off a Siesta. This guy kind of mimicking that sheep's head with the teeth there. And Captain Scott Moore getting Pampa. Yes, all those guys had Pompano. And yes, Steve, the coach out there, Steve Herrick, taking a family, Dick Cates' family out there, catching Pompano, sheep's head. And Erwin Press getting that one. And look at this, Cobia, Lynn Manzella. It's her first one. She's from Apollo Beach getting that. And Dave, snook season first starts March 1st. And speaking of snook season, as I mentioned, March 1st is when it starts. And you have to have a license for it. It only goes for a couple of months, March through April. And the slot, you have to catch it within that slot, 28 to 33 inches, which is kind of difficult. And you can only keep one per day. And it's great tasting fish. Haley?
But get out there and try. All right, thank you, Bob. In California tonight, an angry clash between an off-duty policeman and a group of teenagers that happened on Tuesday has produced its first lawsuits. During the altercation, captured on video, the officer fired a shot that hit no one. He was not arrested, but two of the teens were. That brought violent protesters to the neighborhood last night. Dozens were arrested. Things were quiet tonight, but tensions still remain. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez reports from Los Angeles.
The streets of Anaheim were quiet Thursday night. No repeat of Wednesday night's violent protests in which windows were smashed and homes vandalized. Marchers angry over this confrontation Tuesday, a standoff between this homeowner, an off-duty police officer, and a 13-year-old boy.
Let go of me. No, I'm not letting go of you. Let go of me.
The Los Angeles officer reportedly upset that this group of teens had repeatedly walked across his lawn. The boy claims the officer insulted a female friend.
No, I said, respect the girl.
And the officer says he believes he heard a threat from the 13-year-old.
You shouldn't have made the threat that you were going to shoot me. I didn't say that.
You see the fight escalate as a crowd gathers, and one teen charges the officer, knocking him over a hedge. Keeping his grip on the other teenager, the officer pulls a gun and a shot goes off. The kids scatter. The 13-year-old spoke to Telemundo.
I thought I was going to die, like, right there. Because I thought he was going to shoot me, because he was, like, mad.
What if that bullet would have been, I don't know, a couple inches closer?
Police are there in minutes. They arrest two of the teens only to release them later.
There was clear and convincing evidence that the two juveniles had committed crimes.
The officer is on administrative leave, and some parents have filed suit against the police over that officer's gunshot.
There was no necessity for him to have pulled out his gun to begin with, and there was total no necessity for him to fire his gun.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Tonight, Anaheim city officials are promising a full and impartial investigation of the incident. Authorities also investigating a possible hate crime in Kansas where a man opened fire and shot 3 people inside of a busy restaurant. One of the victims later died. The shooting suspect has been identified as 51-year-old Adam Purinton, who was spotted hours later at an Applebee's bar. The Kansas City Star reporting Purinton allegedly told a bartender there he had killed 2 Middle Eastern men. That bartender then called police. Purinton is now charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. The FBI has been called in to help with the investigation.
We're looking if the crime was committed via a biased motivation, if you're trying to deny this person their civil rights, which is something that's allowed to all of us in this country.
And just to reiterate what was said there, the FBI and local police are investigating whether this fatal shooting was racially motivated and whether any of the victims' civil rights were violated. Governor Rick Scott's administration is asking a judge to throw out a lawsuit filed by House Speaker Richard Corcoran. Corcoran's lawsuit claims the Florida Lottery broke the law when it approved a more than $700 million contract with IGT Global Solutions to help run lottery games. The lawsuit contends the contract is illegal because it exceeds the department's authorized budget. But an attorney for the lottery says that the contract states it is contingent on state funding. A trial is scheduled for March 6th. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
The water's rising, Martha. Can you feel it? And you and I are drowning. Slowly.
Good.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 pick it up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Lightning trying to continue the team's winning ways lately. The Bolts hosting the Calgary Flames tonight in Tampa. The Lightning looking good in the first period with the first goal of the game, but the victory is short-lived. The Flames are just too hot, pulling ahead of the Lightning, ending the game 3-2. Spring training games are getting underway. The Orioles will be in Lakeland tomorrow to play the Tigers, and the Tampa Bay Rays will play tomorrow night in Fort Myers against the Minnesota Twins. And then the Pirates open play on Saturday at home against Baltimore. 2 150-mile qualifying races tonight at Daytona. While the first 2 spots were determined last Sunday, the rest of the starting order for Sunday's Daytona 500 will be set by tonight's races. Tonight's winners, Denny Hamlin, who charged past Dale Earnhardt Jr. with 1 lap remaining, and Chase Elliott, who won the first qualifier. There were 2 open slots for the Daytona 500, and they were claimed by Corey LaJoie and Canadian driver DJ Pennington. The PGA Tour beginning its swing through Florida this week. The best golfers in the world competing in the Honda Classic in Palm Beach Gardens. Defending champ Adam Scott is back, shooting a 68 today. The leaders, Cody Gribble and Wesley Bryan. They both shot 6 under 64 to share the lead. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers right after this.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Comedian Rita Rudner stops by to get us ready for the Oscars, and polo players bring their horses with spice and tea exchange in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
Come out to the best party of the season, the Goodwill Mardi Gras Gala on February 28th at Michael's on E. Tickets at experiencegoodwill.org.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation has made one local girl's dream vacation a reality. 9-year-old Ilana and her family spent the last week in Hawaii, an exciting trip for her to spend some time with her family between her doctor's appointments. Ilana has been fighting cancer.
I want to give her a break and just enjoy life together as a family was a really big blessing for us. I don't know how I would deal with having to go through any type of cancer, small, large, whatever, and so seeing somebody at the age of 9 deal with it in a way that she has, it's inspiring to all of us.
Ilana's family at the event tonight, Cooking for Wishes, says the trip has brought the family even closer. Fantastic. For the last 2 months, the first grade students at Lakeview Elementary have been learning about U.S. history. But today, the history was brought to life. Each student had the opportunity to show off what they learned about the U.S. presidents with a visual presentation, as you can tell here. Each student chose one U.S. president, wrote a report about that president, and then shared what they learned in front of their friends and family, even dressed like them.
We want to remember the presidents, and we wanted to do a show for the people and parents.
I think they did amazing. We've been practicing since last week, and we think that they did great, and their costumes were great, so we really like the parent support and the administrative support that we get from the school.
The mini presidents also sang some patriotic songs. The program was created to celebrate President's Day, which was on Monday.
Great costumes too. Yeah, they were singing well.
I love
that's
the
fantastic.
wigs and everything.
Yeah. Future actors, who knows? I'm reading the book on
or
Lakeview
future
right
presidents.
Now. That's right, future president.
Yep.
You know, it's funny that I've talked to that Lakeview school, great school out there. Yeah, and a lot of good kids out there and good teachers too.
That's the important part. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for Friday.